I didn't know he started rapping on us too. You know what I'm saying? But Marcus Thompson joins us. What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I know you old, but for the kids, bars just mean anything you do well. Like you got bars in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? You got bars on the radio. You feel me? Like,
okay. I thought it was strictly lyrics. My bad.
I'm tapped in with the youth. You
Indeed. All right, Marcus. Well, I'm up in the state capitol up here, and obviously the Warriors ended the Kings season and went 7 games, surprising the Kings win in Golden State, and then the Warriors turn around and win Game 7 in Sacramento. For all the Kings fans that are listening right now, Marcus, what did you make of the young squad that you saw that pushed the champs to 7 games?
Oh man, I love the Kings. I love them like going into the season. Like, if you're from the Bay, you was watching the Kings anyway, just because like this is what we do. It's like watching your cousin play. But I feel like what they proved, even in defeat, is that they're obviously on the right track, but they're a problem. I do think if there's another team they're playing in that first round, if it's like not like Steph Curry, one of the greatest of all time, doing something miraculous, they probably win that series. Yeah. I do feel like the Kings are right there. Like I don't think it was a fluke. I just think it was the first time. So as long as they continue to grow, some of that young talent continues to grow. Like Keegan looks like he's just gonna be amazing. Like I just feel like the Kings are gonna be a problem. To me, they're a bigger threat in the West than Memphis.
How do you feel about sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Marcus. Go ahead.
No, they're just a bigger threat than Memphis to me. I know Memphis is next, but to me, it feels like the Kings are the next up, really, like the ones who really get it done.
How do you feel about what they did this offseason? The feeling around here, at least my feeling, I don't want to speak for everyone in who covers the Kings, but that they invested in the long-term plan rather than going out and making the big splash move that can help them immediately. Is that how you see it? And how do you feel about taking that route that the Kings took?
Yeah, I mean, they did that. Obviously, they seem to double down on what they had. Mm-hmm. To me, that's the smart, safe move. Like, yeah, you could swap out HB and go get you a, Kyle Kuzma, but there's some risk there. There's some chemistry risk. To me, until you kind of like see what you have and let Keegan develop and see if De'Aaron Fox is everything he looked like he was, right? That playoff series. I just feel like there's no rush because they're already, one of the top 5 teams in the West. Like, even after this is all shaken out, we wouldn't be surprised if they got one of the 4 seeds. To me, just because they're stable and they have some consistency. So I feel like it was a smart play. It wasn't the sexy play, bringing HB back and essentially running it back, extending Sabonis. But if Keegan takes a leap and De'Aaron Fox has found this other level and you do some things about the bench, like, I feel like it's sustainable and it's also good to keep that chemistry. That's what kind of separates them from all these other teams.
Marcus Thompson, the second, one of the best writers out there for The Athletic, joins us. Sactown Sports, 1140, Zachariah alongside Rami. Marcus, man, what a weird, odd season for the Golden State Warriors this year, and all the drama mainly off the court. It started before the season even started, the punch, all that stuff. And then Steph, Steph better than anybody. I feel like that was kind of out of character for him to come out and kind of say a goodbye to Jordan Poole, but kind of put like a bow now that it's over and he got traded to Washington. Like, what exactly happened there? What do you make of the aftermath? And was that something different from Steph coming out and like posting a video goodbye?
Oh yeah, man, it's definitely different. Steph prides himself on hearing everything, right? So he keeps his ear to the streets, and that, to me, that was confirmation. He heard a lot of people saying, like, Steph wanted Jordan Poole gone, that's why he's gone, right? I felt like he's never done that before, and I feel like he wanted Jordan Poole to know, like, it's not what people saying it is, or at least the Warriors fans know it's not what it is. But I do think he's happy with the move because this is a win now team. And like you, Steph Curry, 35 years old, you got a few years left. Like every year you play needs to be about winning a championship. And I think Jordan was a tough sacrifice. They might regret the move. It might be tough. They might look back and say, I don't know, maybe that will hurt. But it's a win now move. And as long as Steph is getting that, as long as he knows the Warriors are trying to win, I feel like Steph is going to be okay with it. But, man, in 2 years, that might look like a tough one. That's all I'm saying. If Jordan goes out and cooks and looks like he could have been, more than what he was last year, more like the guy from 22, like that might be a tough one to swallow, especially if Chris Paul only gets you 1 year.
We had Scoop Jackson on the show earlier, and I asked him, where is Dame playing basketball next year? And he said he doesn't know, and anybody who tells you that they do know are lying, Marcus. So I won't ask you if you know where Dame is going to be. Oh, you do know. Where is he going to? Okay.
I was just being a contrarian.
Where do you think Dame ends up and how this whole thing plays out?
I mean, I think he ends up in Miami because, that's how it's going to be shaped. Maybe Utah is gangster enough to say, we don't care if you want to be here. Like, we're gonna win you over when you get here. But generally speaking, like, the player ends up getting to go where he wants. And, Dame has kind of gotten to a level where he should be able to get that. Now it's on Miami to make it happen, to go get pieces to make Portland pull a trigger. But I got a dark horse team that, maybe I need to holler at my homies from East Oakland and say, hey, man, you might want to consider the Philadelphia 76ers. Because I feel like they win a title. I feel like they could win a title with Dame and Embiid. Because what's their issue, man? They've been on a precipice. They can't finish. Yeah. And Dame is one of the better finishers in the game.
Yeah,
Not
for
to
sure.
mention, culturally, like, man, come on. Like, that's like East Oakland produces an Allen Iverson, like, heir to the throne of Philly. Like, come on, that Dame would be perfect for that, for the culture of Philly. That's where I think he should go. But obviously, he clearly wants to go to Miami, so that's probably where he ends up.
All right, I'm gonna get you out of here on a quick one here. When it comes to Wemby and the Wemby watch and all the hype, it's more hype than you've ever seen from anybody ever. On a scale of 1 to 10, how close do you think he comes to living up to this hype when the season's over?
Yo, I'm gonna give it. Oh, when the season's over, I think it's gonna be tough. I don't know. He already like slapping celebrities in the.
He didn't hit her.
He didn't hit her. Yeah, he didn't hit her. But it's already kind of wild. So I think it could be a rough year. I think he's gonna be on a bad team. I think a lot of people are gonna be coming from him because of who he is. But I'm pulling up to the Thomas and Mack right now, and the line was crazy at like noon. So the hype is insane. I don't think anybody can handle this hype, especially as a rookie. But it might be a rough year for Wembanyama. Overall, I think he lives up to it. But just this year, it might be tough.
Marcus, did you drive by that Sphere out there in Vegas?
Yo, it was lit up like a basketball.
Yeah,
it was crazy. That thing is unbelievable. I was thinking, since I'm from Cali, I was like, yo, what's the PG&E bill on this thing?
I'm sure they have solar panels. Oh man! All right, Marcus. Yeah, they've been lined up since 3:00 in the morning, Marcus. So yeah, it's crazy. Marcus Thompson II, one of the best writers out there for The Athletic. Follow him on Twitter @Thompson Scribe. Marcus, you always make time for me
on Threads, baby. On Threads.
Oh yeah,
Scribe. Let's go.
That's the new
Get my
thing.
thread count up.
Okay, yeah. Follow him on Thread. I don't see. I'm a dinosaur. I don't even know what that is.
I'm putting you with the youngsters the entire conversation. I'm gonna get you young again. That's my goal.
I appreciate it, bro. I'm turning 40 this year. I appreciate it. All right, Marcus Thompson II. Enjoy the games, man. Get out of here. Oh man, that guy's great, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, that Sphere's out of control, bro. I need my uncle to get back to me. He's got to be able to see it from Henderson.
It's a little bit freaky.
It's
I gotta lie.
It sticks out like a sword.
It's a little bit freaky.
Freaking
like I'm waiting for it to shoot up into the sky.